Man, you know something? Too many times have I heard teachers whine with their uncertainty. "Oh, I've been teaching my whole life and I don't know what else to do. It's the only thing I know." That, my friend, is the gift and curse. And you're absolutely right. It's the only thing you know. It's all you ever done your whole life. That's the curse. But here's the gift. In your 1 or even 25-year storied career, you've accumulated a wealth of micro and macro skills that will serve you in other careers. In today's video, in no particular order, I'm going to show you at least 3 key skills to be used if you become jaded from teaching. Let's go. Shameless plug. My last minute lesson reading and audio series is a collection of classic titles from Edgar Allan Poe, the Brothers Grimm, that are reformatted with numbered and shorter paragraphs, gamified assignments, skill-based questions, and dramatized audio versions of the stories and questions for struggling readers. Check the link in a pinned comment below to dramatically raise your students' reading, engagement, and performance. All right, the first one is public speaking and presenting skills. Day in and day out, you're speaking constantly to a large group of people. I don't care if it's crisscross applesauce kindergartners. Now, the difference between standard public speaking and the classroom is that every day you are consistently honing your craft of getting people to listen to you and keep them engaged. Honestly, I think being asked to speak at business events or some conference is much easier than the classroom because 9 out of 10 times that audience is there on their own volition wanting to hear your information. They're coming to hear you speak. Children, on the other hand, will immediately say they are forced against their will by their dreaded parents and an unforgiving legal system. I should know, I teach mostly middle schoolers. So you have to work twice as hard to keep them dancing to the beat of your tune. Next is management and organization. Education, whether public or private, will corner you into becoming better at managing tasks and setting priorities, or at minimum, discerning what should or should not be a priority. Now, you're always in a project management role because you are bombarded with random emails, parental requests, administrative mandates, all of that. Even more so, you are juggling grades, creating daily activities for students, documentation for behavior, and much more. For me, teaching has demanded that I become better at prioritizing and building systems to manage all my school projects. And with that said, I've developed systems for grading, which has eliminated the need to manually grade assignments on paper, both physically and digitally. I also have a highly effective way of creating assignments, even on the fly, using the internet. You know, teaching in 2022, or actually I've been a teacher since 2014, and since that time, I'm like, there's been no better time to actually become a teacher. The internet, the technology has made teaching almost seamless. You can almost pull assignments out of thin air. Comment below if you're interested in how I grade without spending hours grading and how I make those assignments just pop out of nowhere at the last minute. And here's a hint, I never use Teachers Pay Teachers, despite selling my own stuff on the platform. I know, you can call me a hypocrite if you would like, but the game is to be sold, not told. If there are any positions for project management open in tech, for example, then you need to sell your strengths to the interviewer in this area. Being able to lead teams while directing projects to be accomplished by a certain deadline is what we already do as teachers. This is something that is very transferable. If you're able to overcome the challenges in teaching, then you will be able to master managing yourself and overcoming obstacles that arise, which will only benefit you when pursuing different professions if you decide to leave education. Now, the next skill set that I find to be quite near and dear to my own heart is the ability to document. Now, I mentioned tech previously because I actually have formal experience working with a company where I did web design and marketing management. And all those years I taught documenting student behavior and performance in a way that was objective for legal reasons, prepared me for my marketing management position at that science firm. The ability to accurately document and communicate the written word transferred to elaborating on operations with my boss, customer service disputes, and that actually increased the customer retention because I basically knew how to listen and solve problems. That's what it all boils down to. And let's not forget email writing. All the email writing you do in education, I learned how to actually write in a way that wasn't offensive but assertive to get what I wanted from frustrated parents. And those parental discussions require great listening, seeking to understand rather than be understood. Now here's what I want you to do. Simply switch those parents with the customers, and the sales that I did for the company remained intact. Overall, good documentation is about effective formal and informal communication regardless of the medium. And trust me, in education, you will be in and out of several different mediums. Now, if you're a teacher watching this and know more transferable skills besides the 3 in this video, also leave a comment about that below. We can actually talk about that further, and I can do something in the future on a video on that. But maybe you're not acquiring any skills from teaching. Maybe you're just surviving and frustrated. And let me tell you something, to that effect, I can relate because I know 7 things that cause teachers many headaches in the school system today right here in this video.